Thanks, Michael. SU's Remembrance program has been forced to adapt many of their Remembrance Week events due to COVID-19 restrictions on in-person gatherings. While the events are not canceled, the rose-laying ceremony and Remembrance Convocation will be postponed until spring 2021. Pan Am 103 archivist and Remembrance Program advisor Vanessa St. Olgerman describes what students can expect during this year's Remembrance Week.
What you're going to see during October and the second half of the fall semester are virtual events that the Remembrance and Lockerbie Scholars are planning. So things like panels, educational sessions, poster competitions, a whole range of things that they are still working on actively planning. What you won't see are the large in-person events that we typically hold at the end of the fall semester. So that would be the rose-laying ceremony and the Remembrance Scholar Convocation. But there will still be things like displays and panels and speakers.
The program's shift to virtual events this fall opens up more opportunities to connect with a larger audience, including families who tragically lost relatives in the air disaster.
There's also a greater opportunity, I think, to involve our alumni who were here on campus at the time of the tragedy or were former Remembrance or Lockerbie Scholars, as well as the Pan Am 103 families.
With so many new changes to Remembrance Week this year, the Remembrance and Lockerbie Scholars admit that the new format is not what they expected, but they are excited for the new opportunities the program has.
And although we won't have the traditional Remembrance Week and things will look the same as they have every other year, it's actually given us more opportunities because we're spreading our events out this year rather than just focusing on the fall semester like they would do traditionally. So it means it's given members of the committee a really exciting opportunity to take more time to develop ideas and create resources and displays.
It's kind of been a mix of different emotions because obviously this is something you look forward to for a really long time, especially if you've been planning on applying to the program. So for me personally, it was a bit disheartening at first, but then you kind of go into it and you see like how many different ways there are to now do these events because you have the virtual option and you have a lot more room to include more people that haven't been included in the past.
Arguably, the biggest silver lining in all of this is that SU was able to welcome 2 Lockerbie Scholars amidst the ongoing pandemic. Aiden Keevins and Marianne McVeigh were chosen as this year's scholars, and they couldn't be happier to be here.
And to me, like, to be selected, especially this year under the current climate, it means so much more, I think, with the whole, we weren't sure if we were able to come or not. Yeah. It means even more that we're now here and being able to engage on campus and get involved with the Remembrance Scholars means a lot more, especially this year than possibly usual. So I'm more than honoured this year to be here.
Although things look different this fall, we can look forward to the iconic rose-laying ceremony happening right here in spring 2021. I'm Louise Rath, CitrusTV News. Back to you guys.